Hello and welcome to the Best Life Podcast, where we here at Altra Federal Credit Union are helping you live your best life. I'm your host, Tony Byer. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we've got a special video episode for you, all the part of the Best Life Podcast, helping you live your best life. And we are joined by some of our financial coaches who meet one on one with our members to help them with their finances, achieve their goals, and again, to live their best life. So we are so fortunate to be joined by Eric Juarez. He is our office manager at our South Broadway location in Tyler, Texas. Thank you for being on the video podcast, Eric.
Thank you, Tony. It's
Uh,
nice to be joining you today.
Very good. Yes. Great to have you here as well. And we also have Monica LaFleur. She is a lending center officer with Altra. Thanks for being here, Monica.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
Excellent. And we have Angelica Bravo. She is our financial wellness coordinator there in the Tyler area in Texas. Thank you for being on the podcast, Angelica.
Happy to be here.
Very good. So we wanted to give some just general tips and tricks, some things that our coaches are talking about in our meetings with our members. And again, our meetings with our members, they are, free of charge, and they are also very confidential as well. But we just wanted to share some of the tips and themes that we might hear within our discussions. And Monica, I wanted to start with you first. When it comes to, putting together a plan, when it comes to our money, what are some suggestions or what are some good places to start when it comes to managing our money?
Yeah, one of the places that I like to begin is just setting up a budget, or sometimes you call it a spending plan if the term budget is a little intimidating. I guess the way that I like to start, if you've never done a budget before, just whip out a pen and paper and start writing down, like, what did I spend my money on last month, and maybe go back a couple of months. And I've really found that the more that you do a budget or a spending plan, the more acquainted you get with how am I actually spending my money. We kind of have these numbers that float around in our brain, but it really gets solidified when we put, pen to paper or start something a little bit more formal. And something that I found in my own life is like that third or fourth month of doing it, there's kind of this shift that happens where you'd kind of change from being reactionary to becoming proactive and just kind of forward thinking a little bit. And it's almost like you've gotten a raise at that point. It's just that subtle mind shift really helps to kind of free up how you're behaving with your money. So that's why I like to begin with all of my members, is just put it out on paper. Here's what we're working with.
Very good. And yeah, when I'm sure when they see it all on paper, it's one of those things to have it in your mind and have a general idea. But when you see it in your handwriting there in front of you, it starts to become real. So that's an excellent advice and a great starting point. And really having that plan, it's really the foundation for so much that we are speaking and talking about with our members. Absolutely. So Eric, before we started recording here, I know that you have a lot of experience working with members, working in financial institutions. I was hoping that you could share a little bit about what you like to talk about in your meetings and how you're able to help our members, with their finances and try to make some of this work.
Yeah, for sure. I think for the most part, one thing that we touched on is sometimes people are naive, and not sure how credit works or how saving works or where to start. With us being in this field, it seems a little easier for us, but that's where credit unions come in. I love the way Ultra has everything set up. If you do join Ultra, you get access to your credit report. It gives you your credit score. And unless we have the full picture in front of us, it's kind of difficult to help someone. So that kind of helps with a good start of looking at their credit, see where their payments are, see where the bulk of their debt is. And the bigger thing for me is sometimes people don't know where to start. It's like I'm just drowning. I don't know what to do. And getting a clear picture of it kind of helps because where you're placing your funds every pay period or every month or every time you receive income is a big help for me to kind of help you allocate those funds irrelevant of due dates and payment amounts and all that. So with that being said, we're also, that gives me the opportunity to tell people that yes, your due date is the first of every month. Yes, your due date is the 15th of every month, but that's just when the merchant or the credit card company requires that you pay by that date. However, if you receive incentives in the middle of the month, if you receive additional income, whether that's alimony or whatever the case may be, that may be the better time of the month for you to pay that debt compared to trying to take care of all of them with just one pay period. So we like to start from the basics, from the beginning, see if we can free up some cash with each pay period to start feeling that relief, because that's the number one thing that really helps, is feeling some kind of relief,
Yeah.
knowing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So those are the first steps that I like to do with members, and I think that those tools that we've created, that we've offered through our app for our members for free, really helps, at least start scratching the surface and go from there.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, being able to feel some of that freedom and be able to alleviate some of that stress, because I know I don't have to tell anyone here on this call, and those that are listening too, money troubles. I mean, they cause a lot of stress and strain on relationships, friendships, families, and anything you can do to alleviate that. And that was a great point, Eric. If you do get anything, unexpected or incentive or something like that, we don't necessarily have to spend it. We can put that toward bills, or be able to save it as well. So that's excellent advice. Very good. And Angelica, I wanted to ask you about, I know that you do a lot of member education, a lot of presentations and outreach there. I was hoping you could talk about, maybe some of the budgeting systems, or maybe how we can, possibly allocate our money, our spending and saving and things like that. And I was hoping you could expand a little bit more on that, Angelica.
Yes. So a lot of times during presentations, I feel like the students are scared of the word budget. But like Monica said, it can be a spending plan. You can change, that word. It doesn't have to be a budget, because a lot of people think that budget means restriction. But a lot of times, like if you are tracking your money, it kind of alleviates the stress, and okay, well, I have this much money for this, and for my bills or my groceries, and then I have money left over, and you're not, there's stress. A lot of people get stressed out emotionally, physically, just thinking about money, and just being financially fit, financially healthy will avoid, that stress. So a lot of times what I like to just talk about with budgeting is maybe doing the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, where you divide your income into 3 categories. So 50% is to needs. So those things that you require, like your housing, you need a roof over your head, you need food, utilities, any sort of payments, those would be considered needs. So your income, 50% of that would go towards that. And then 20% for savings, or maybe paying down debt if you can, or any financial goals you have. And then 30% for any wants, because although, we have those bills we have to pay, and we have to save and pay debt down, we still do deserve to treat ourselves. So still saving some money for shopping, dining out, or hobbies. Another tip would be, maybe if you are wanting to start dividing your money into envelopes. A lot of people use the envelope method, where they take cash and then assign an envelope a specific category, and put money into that specific envelope, and over time it adds up. If you aren't in the position, I guess, where you have cash, a lot of people don't carry cash anymore.
Sure.
You can open additional accounts too in your online banking. It's really simple, and you can also label those if that's easier, where you can just transfer out versus having that cash physically with you. Another method would be the calendar tracking method, which I remember from a young age, my parents would get a calendar, and then they would write down important dates. And as those dates passed, or those bills were due and paid, you mark them off, and that kind of helps you visualize or see, what I have upcoming, on that calendar.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of different ways to do this. Monica mentioned, pen and paper. We're talking about calendars. envelopes. I mean, there's different tools that we have on our digital banking, our digital Restyle app. So there's a lot of different options and a lot of different ways in which we can do this and make some of this work. Now, none of this is easy whatsoever. There's a difference. I like to say we want to try to make things simple, but when it comes to money, life happens and things aren't always easy. So it's really best to plan accordingly and plan ahead, with this to make all of this work, and know that there's a lot of help and a lot of support as well. There's a lot of resources on our website at altra.org. And there also you can make an appointment, with our financial coaches. And like we said, it's a one-on-one session where we're able to go over, that spending plan or that strategy, talk about goals, or maybe, paying down debt, or, making more of this work as well. So there's a lot of support, and everything that's discussed in those meetings, like we said, is completely confidential, shared with no one. And it's really here to help our members, really live life better, is what all of this is about. And this is all a part of the Live Life Better series here. So know that there's a lot of help and a lot of support when it comes to our finances. So I really appreciate everybody being here today. Monica LaFleur, Eric Juarez, and Angelica Bravo here. And I'm Tony. Hi. So thank you so much for joining us on the Live Life Better series, all the part of our Best Life podcast here at Altra Federal Credit Union. Thank you so much and have a great day.